Well, good morning from the allotment, and it seems like we've got a really big bright yellow thing up in the sky that I haven't seen for probably about 2 weeks. It just seems forever since we had a little bit of sun. A little bit windy, but at least it's dry. What I'm going to try and do today is get the rest of this leaf mould shifted, because as you can see, I've taken delivery of the Euro pallets that I'm going to use to make the compost bay. I've just put that there, just testing for size. Before I can do anything, I've got to crack on and get that stuff shifted. So let's get on with it. One down, plenty to go. And I've got to go the long way round because obviously the plot's sodden. Sorry about the buzzing, that's just the generator in the back charging up my drill. There are a few tweaks in this, but when I'm doing bed preparation later on next spring, I'll make sure I sift through it all and get it out then. Wow, that was the last one. That took some doing. I'll just show you around, just show you how much it's covered. Well, that took some doing. As you can see, right the way down to where you can see the green polytunnel is the trek that I've had to come on. And we've come all the way up to the top part of the plot. And I'll show you just how much that leaf mould covered. So there we go. There's a fair few piles on that one. Over here I've filled, or part filled this raised bed. That one was the potato bed. 3 barrows on there. We've got, forgive me for the shadow, we've got 4 barrows on there. Spin around. And 4 barrows on this one, and there is about 3 barrows of manure on there as well, because that net tunnel obviously is going to come on here next season. So a fair bit of cover in there. The salad station, I've bobbed some into that raised bed, and there. And I can't put any in this bed because this is where the garlic is. Forgive me, shadow. The garlic's starting to shoot up there now. A couple of barrows in this over there. Into there. Now this is where I started to run out. I managed to finish at that bed there and one in there. So there's 4 beds here that need to be done, but all the old compost from the peppers over there and out of these baskets and tubs is all going to go into this bed. And as I say, I'm getting a second delivery of leaf mould organised for the bottom plot. Right, I'll take you back down to where the compost bins are going to be laid out. Right, so finally got that leaf mould out, and I've just laid these Euro pallets out just to give you an idea of how it's going to look. Obviously I've got to get all this levelled up. Obviously you can see it sloping down from the back, but I've just laid it out like that just to make sure that, you know, they're of the right size, and I think that they'll be fine. I'm thinking once I've done it, I can take this end pallet, just turn that around for you there. Once I've done it, I can get rid of this end pallet here and get rid of that, so that it makes it easier to swing into the plot. But I've had enough today. 20 odd trips up to the front of the plot, it's taking it out of me. So I think I'm going to call it a draw, because by the time I pack up all my tools and everything else, it's going to be another half an hour. And I think it's time for a nice long bath and a well-deserved beer. One thing that I forgot to mention, and it's been quite remiss of me, I don't know if some of my followers that were with me from sort of like the start, I always plant a sunflower for each grandchild, and this year I planted 10 sunflowers because I had 10 grandchildren, and I mentioned that next season I'm going to need 11, and I'm pleased to say that my 11th grandchild, which is a granddaughter, aptly named Lottie K, is now with us. She is about 2.5 weeks old, but currently in the hospital at the minute, so fingers crossed that she's better and she'll be back home. But I just want to congratulate Mum and Dad for bringing into the world such a beautiful child, and hopefully she'll be back home with us soon. But yeah, aptly named Lottie, so I'll be bringing Lottie to the Lottie. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to get this all levelled up before I start to actually make it. While I'm doing that, I'll obviously give it I'll make a film of it, and you can see its progress. One thing before I go, what I will be doing is using these old signs that I have for work. These are foam backed, and I'm going to line all inside, because that foam will just help the heat stay in as well. So I've got a number of them, so join me on the next video to see the build. But until then guys, have a great weekend. I'll see you sometime next week, and happy growing, and whatever you do, stay dry. Take care.